Here are my top 10 favorite rap songs of 2020. This is all just my personal opinion and songs that I've had on repeat that have helped me throughout this weird year. So starting with number 10, I have Superboy, Kool-Aid Man. I've been listening to Superboy for forever, it seems like, all the way back when he was in Hurt Everybody, so like 2014, maybe 2013 even. And it's been crazy to see the progression of his music. And I definitely want to make a separate video in the future about him and his unique sound that he brings. But Kool-Aid Man is definitely a fun song to listen to. I believe he has a feature, I think some dude named Autumn on it, and they both go crazy on it. If you like it, definitely go check out some of his earlier stuff with Hurt Everybody, and even my personal favorite album of his, Finally Dead, that dropped like in 2017 or something. At the 9th spot, I got Trippie Redd, no honorable mention. Even though if he's not an honorable mention, I feel Trippie has definitely degraded in value in terms of recently dropping Pegasus. It was okay. I don't believe that's Trippie Redd's strong suit, dropping a classic album. I don't think that can ever be possible. I hope I'm wrong though, but his sound just isn't meant for an album. It's meant for these hard-hitting singles or to be on a great feature, which you'll see later on in this video. No honorable mention, by far one of my favorite tracks off of Pegasus. There's no denying Trippie Redd is one of the greats in terms of rapping on a hook, which, like I said, another track on this list is featured by Trippie, and Trippie goes crazy on the hook. We'll get to that later though. But at 8, I have Jerell, Lone Ranger. I found out his music through Luis Mora, a YouTuber in Japan that makes skate videos. It's pretty awesome. And Lewis always promotes Jerell's music within his videos, and I absolutely love the sound of it. So I had to go check out some more of his songs, and he quickly became one of my favorite artists of 2020 and had one of my favorite albums of 2020. Hopefully I made the video by now, Narcissist. I'm definitely gonna have to make more videos about him in the future. This is just one of my favorite songs off that project. I had this song and the album in particular on repeat heavily early on in the year when I first heard about him, and I feel his music will do the same for you if you enjoyed this one.
Never had a cape and I'm good at saving my chip. I told her, baby, you was scraping, no need for a basic bitch. We doing dinner days long as I ain't paying for shit, cause this relationship is based off all the things that we can get. I'm a Lone Ranger, 5'6", no sidekicks, 10 toes down in my race, that size not fit. Oh, she said she need a hero on my way, JK side bitch, that ass on my chest only stand for making profit. I'm a Lone Ranger, 5'6".
At 7, I got Truesdale, On My Way, or OMW, featuring Trippie Josh and Black Pope. Truesdale is a friend of mine who watched my videos, sent me his music. I'm very critical in terms of music. So if it sucks, I'm going to tell you it sucks. If it needs improvement, I'll tell you it needs improvement. And Truesdale is an artist that I've been lucky enough to have been following and to see that gradual improvement in terms of quality, in terms of production. And this album he released in 2020, Back to Reality, one of my favorites of the year, just like Jerell, how we talked about prior. And On My Way is by far one of my favorite songs on the project. Has a very melodic sound to it, and the 3 artists on it fit together perfectly.
Cause this was the shit that I was meant to do. Kill these verses, get my fam about the curses. Now my shawty and my mama steady rocking Louis purses. Check the mana in the magic, TG steady causing havoc. And we always reminiscing on the days we didn't have it. So
tell this industry I'm on my way. Tell these rappers that I'm on my way.
At 6, I got DZ Brown, Robert Earl with the Swirl. This one's kind of hard to find on the internet right now because DZ Brown is going through a whole label thing, I would assume under Chris Bosch. And as of the recording of this video, he doesn't have any of his old music on any platform that I could find, at least, which is unfortunate because this song and the album he released this year were on repeat for me all throughout the year. Hopefully that gets sorted, and hopefully all of his old music comes back to streaming platforms and you'll be able to listen to this song in full, because the production on it, the production on the album was absolutely amazing. And just to hear a sound like that in 2020, it is refreshing because you don't hear this in particular sound anymore as much as you would. Has a very Texas feel, dedicated to DJ Screw, and it shows on the album and on this song. At the 5th spot, I have Jaden Smith, Rainbow Bap. I absolutely love his project. I don't even know. Was it 2016? Sire? Man, I adore that project to this day, and it's unfortunate the direction that he's taken the music, at least from my perspective. He still makes quality music, but what he made in Sire was magical, refreshing, and I thought that's the continuation of what his music would sound like. Unfortunately, it was not, but Rainbow Bap definitely gives you that Sire-esque feel. I'm all about having an artist evolve and their sound become different, so all love to Jaden Smith. I'm happy that I enjoyed this song as much as I did this year. So at the 4th spot, I have Amine My Reality. This has become a common theme throughout this video, but Amine had one of my favorite albums of 2020 in Limbo, and My Reality, definitely my favorite track off of the project. Very Kanye West inspired, or at least so it seems. It sounds very 808 and heartbreak heavy. And me, I love Kanye. As a Kanye fan, when I hear an artist paying respect and paying homage to their influences, that's amazing to see. This could be a little biased because 808 and Heartbreak is probably one of my favorite albums of all time, and this song in particular was beautiful, and it reminded me a lot of that, just like a remixed, twisted version, I guess, while also still remaining true to Amine's sound. At the 3rd spot, I got Polo G featuring Juice WRLD, Flex, a very upbeat, motivational song. I absolutely loved playing this whenever I went to the gym. Kind of hard to do that now, especially in terms of basketball. This is a basketball song. I feel this would be beautiful on 2K or in any basketball gym when you're running 5. Not really much else to say on this one in particular other than that. It doesn't really have like a deeper meaning like these next few songs for me, at least. So at the 2 spot, I got Kid Cudi, Rockstar Nights featuring Trippie Redd. I talked about Trippie earlier, and this one, Trippie showed out on this one. The hook was crazy. It's up for interpretation, but I felt like he was talking about his prior SoundCloud friendships with guys like X, 6ix9ine even. At least that was my interpretation from the verse, and the hook even Juice WRLD to that extent, saying this is the life he's chose and he could have went down a path of death. Even though if this is a Kid Cudi song, Trippie Redd was up there. He proved with this song to me that he could be one of the greats. It just makes sense for this collaboration to happen. They both have a melodic sound, Kid Cudi and Trippie Redd, both from Ohio. It makes sense, and I was so happy that it was this good, and in my opinion, one of the best songs on Man on the Moon 3. So at the 1 spot, I got Juice WRLD, Can't Die. So just like the last song, this one took a deeper hit to me. Juice WRLD has definitely been one of my favorite artists of the past 3 years, and the past 3 years he's had some of my favorite songs, and this is the 3rd year with that said favorite song. I related a lot to myself just in terms of thinking, I'm gonna die one day, you're gonna die one day, everybody you love is going to die one day, and everybody that loves them is also going to die one day. So with that said, I think a lot about legacy, being remembered. You have to be a very lucky person and special person to be remembered. Juice WRLD is going to be remembered for a very long time. He's probably going to be remembered a lot longer than me and you, from my YouTube videos to any greater thing I decide to do. But even Juice WRLD will eventually be forgotten, and that's the sad and beauty of life. But it's also one of the things where I appreciate this moment, living in this moment, and creating and impacting as many people as I possibly can, just to have a little splash in the whole grand scheme of the universe. I know that's not what this song is about, but that's what I related it to myself, and is one of the reasons why I loved it as much as I did, and is why it's my favorite song of 2020. So with that said, did you agree with my list? Did you disagree? Let me know your top 10 favorite rap songs of this year. Let's talk about it in the comment section below. I'm laughing because I didn't mean to go all deep and philosophical on my way of thinking. Leave a like, subscribe, check out some of these other videos, and I'll talk to you in the next one.